Well, hi everybody, and welcome back to Impi, the friendly catamaran. Now, I hope you enjoyed the substitute introduction and thought to bring some of the history behind our travels into the picture for those who are new to Catamaran Impi. So we are a couple sailing around the world. We left South Africa many years ago now. This movie, being episode 1 of our arrival in Australia. Those who followed our travels will know that we have spent a second season in that beautiful region called New Caledonia. But right now, let's get to Australia. Well, it is always sad to leave a region behind when one has made so many beautiful friends. The outer-lying islands of the Southern Lagoon are just simply amazing. Anyway, we always remind ourselves of how difficult it had been for us to leave certain regions before this. And it is necessary to keep sailing on to discover new horizons and new people. Now, something we have never done before is to join a rally group where folks sail together in numbers. However, we met a guy called John Hempbrow who runs a rally group called Go West. It is part of the Down Under rally group. He also has one called Go East for those departing Australia for these regions to the east of Australia. Well, we looked at his costs and determined it was well worth joining the group for ease of entry into Australia and for many cost benefits in marinas and supplies throughout Australia. Nonetheless, in true Impi style, we departed on our own, meeting some boats along the way. Now, not all boats depart together, and although we can understand why some would feel comfort in this, we have discovered that it does not take long for boats to be scattered throughout the ocean. Boats sail differently, some are faster, some are slower. Sometimes there are expectations between boats to remain within reach of each other, which can be difficult, and tiring to achieve. This can also lead to misunderstandings, which we discovered on a previous crossing and having heard it through the grapevine, so to speak. So we encourage folks, new to this lifestyle, to be prepared somewhere along the passage to be totally alone out there. Right, so something we covered in detail in our movie departing from New Zealand for New Caledonia was how we prepare for weather, so we won't go into details here. However, weather is one of the most important aspects to sailing the oceans for us. We like to understand what is taking place as the winds in the ocean shift and realize that even with careful planning, the weather will have a mind of its own. But to recap, here we have studied the weather patterns a good 10 days ahead of our departure so as to determine a trend. Now, entry into Australia is not particularly cheap. The entire exercise, along with medicals, 1-year visas, entry costs and so forth, were well over $1,000 for us. We do not want to arrive over a weekend where arrival charges increase massively. Well, over weekends $288, whereas if one is less than 25 meters, the fee would normally be $100. Well, this excludes biosecurity overtime charges too. So we determined our route from Noumea to Bundaberg, planning not to arrive after hours. Well, this meant choosing a weather window suitable to arrive in normal working hours for Australia. So we planned on covering 840 nautical miles as a distance and conservatively 150 nautical miles per day as an average. That's an average daily passage, which means a crossing of just over 5 days. So, not to bore folks not interested in the technicalities of weather and passage planning, I will post this in a separate technical video to the future, but here one sees the actual predicted weather patterns we sailed upon as a split screen, surface winds to the left and pressure systems to the right. Well, the little yacht marks pretty much our area under sail, and we are sailing Thursday to arrive on Tuesday. What we watch carefully for here is the tail end of strong winds created by colliding pressure systems to the south. Well, this tail extending up toward our arrival position and causing disturbed weather patterns on Monday evening through Tuesday. Well, in actual fact, the weather window we chose worked out just brilliantly. In fact, this was one of our more pleasant passages ever. Our 5-day estimate resulted in just under 4 days passage, having to slow the boat down to avoid arriving on Sunday or out of normal working hours on Monday. We certainly could have done it in under 4 days. Well, along the way we are joined by an uninvited yet welcomed guest. Well, initially that is, until he pooped all over our safety horseshoe, requiring us to replace it with a new one in Australia. But before this event, he became a great additional companion to have. Sometimes his long passages at sea drive us stir crazy. We hear strange sounds like people speaking on the ocean, and sometimes we even talk to the birds. Well, this fella stayed with us through those dark nights too, clearly enjoying the free ride here, but to the future we may need to discourage these fellas from being in for the long haul on board Impi. Well, at least place some protection for the boat under his aft section. Well, as we approached Australia, the winds became a bit twitchy as we had expected them to. The pressure systems were in conflict to the south. Well, 1 minute we would have a strong squall, followed by no wind at all. And in these conditions, here we use the radar to pick up these areas filled with moisture and generally representative of squalls. One can determine their location, track their heading and speed this way. This is sometimes frustrating. One would reef in the sails one moment, shake them loose the next. It would rain and then the sun would peek its head out between the clouds again, up with the asymmetric and cruising along nicely, then down with the asymmetric sail, and so the pattern repeats itself in these conditions.
I can feel the rain now. Feel it. We're in the storm. We're doing about 10 knots. And yeah, it's got to calm down soon. This one's sliding just ahead of the boat. So it's going just past the boat. That one's coming towards us. That one's going to suck us in more. We're going to just get the tail end of this one. And I think the next one will catch us and consume us.
Well, this was as much excitement as we were going to get on this particular passage. It just was so smooth. Truly so much easier than our punchback journey down to New Zealand and back. Still, it was nice to see New Zealand and visit the great folks there. The entry into New Zealand was free, whereas entering Australia is certainly not. But the angle of sail to Australia is definitely a pleasant one.
Yeah, we're having to motor sail into Australia. There's absolutely no wind today. Sails flopping around. So yeah, we're just motoring now today. Very calm day, beautiful arrival. Australia lies out there somewhere, man. Looking forward to this. It's been hard to actually leave New Caledonia. Just such an amazing country and such good friends that we made there. I mean, the people there are incredibly friendly, such lovely people, you know. We think of the Chatard family, you know, Coralie and Terry and Gabby and Son, and it's just you know, Amazing family that they just took us in. They provided us with free moorings, took us out to suppers. Just incredible people. And Guy Kane, the flying vet, who we went flying with, and you know, his partner, his lady Sonia, who came and spent weekends with us on the yacht and flew in, spent weekends with us, and just became really amazing friends to us and amazing people. And you know, to Ricky and all those guys, you know, all the guys that we met and became really good friends with. We can't mention everybody, but absolutely incredible. So it was very sad to be leaving New Caledonia. It's a country I could retire in. Undoubtedly I could retire in New Caledonia. It's just one of those places. It's got a lot of opportunity. You know, one has opportunity there, and just beautiful sailing grounds. But yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to keep moving on, and we have to keep forcing ourselves to move on, and we're hoping Australia has the same effect on us. So all you Aussies, we're looking forward to meeting you guys, eh? Yeah, just motoring along now. Been fantastic winds all the way down here. And the last day, the wind's just gone. Right boy, turn on the engines, get in there. Well, there we go. We picked up some dirty fuel, water in the fuel, right as we were about to go and park the boat, or dock the boat, as they say. Unbelievable.
Do you just want
it was the other one.
this one?
No, the other one, look.
That one?
Yeah, thanks. Yep. That's why mechanics always have handlangers on standby with them.
They're normally not wearing white shorts.
And they normally don't figure out what they need in advance.
Only South African ones though.
So we're off to a seminar. I think this one takes the mick out of Australian people. It's the Australians taking the mick out of themselves, right? Not us. And also I think a weather chat today they're having there.
Yep.
So yeah, we're off to see what all that is about. We've never been part of a rally before.
No.
So we'll go check it out.
It's as bright can be. We all enjoy our Vegemite for breakfast, lunch and tea. We love our Vegemite, we all enjoy our Vegemite. It puts a rose in every cheek.
Hey John, you got a singer there, boy. All cool in the big pool, man.
Folks, thanks for joining us here, and thank you for those who have subscribed to our channel. We love the interaction with you all, so please subscribe here. Now, sometimes we are so busy and realize the gaps between our videos can be weeks. They can be lengthy. Now, we publish more regular and up-to-date, short and sometimes unedited video clips on our Facebook page as we sail along. So please join us there if you want more additional news on your friendly catamaran. Cheers everybody, Impi out.
Nobody say me not the man also, but nobody got me. $500. Yeah, alright then. Tell them say I new money hustle time. So me dep on the grind, on the double time. If the youth them no hungry, then no do crime. Deaf and the blind, all they know me trying. So give me a fast jet plane, make me go for mine. $1 man for your spend, no decline. From my money at the topic, then I
Cat Impi, the friendly catamaran.
Man, right?
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Happy 2017.